Hello my fellow golfers and welcome back to the channel. In this video we've got an absolute roller coaster of a round from the #1 course in Kelowna and a top 100 in Canada, Tower Ranch. Now if you haven't played here before, I highly recommend you add it to that bucket list of yours. It is without a doubt one of the hardest and most fun courses I've ever played. And after having played close to 10 times here as a 4 handicap, I have never once broken 80. Heading into this round, I had one and only goal, and that was, of course, to break 80. This was filmed towards the end of last season after a hot spell, so the course was playing very dry. Even though it doesn't look as pretty in the drone shots, these were some of the best conditions you could ask for, with absurd amounts of roll, crazy fast greens, and thick golden fescue. So you better be keeping the ball straight. So hole 1 here, it's a 420-yard par 4 down the hill, significantly elevated tee boxes, so if you do opt for driver and catch that hill with how dry it is, you're going to roll right down to the base of the hill. For safety reasons, I went with the gapper here, leaked this off a little bit to the right. Thankfully it ended up short of the bunkers.
Gotta sit.
Bit of a blind second shot here.
Cut.
Ended up with the right distance, but just pulled it to the left. Then had this bump and run style chip here, which I was able to nestle in for a par putt. Didn't get the break I was looking for, so walking away with a bogey on hole number 1. Number 2 here, par 5, 565 yards. Once again, significantly downhill, so it plays a lot shorter, very reachable for reasonably long hitters. Pulled out the driver and just pumped this one down the middle. A nice low burner that rolled forever. Second shot here, pulling out the 4-iron.
Get over the water, come on. Nice ball.
Landed on the green and rolled to the back. Eagle look here, did not give that a good run, giving myself a tap-in birdie, which I would miss. Lipped that one out, just rushed my putt there, so not a great way to start, but a par on this par 5. Hole number 3 now, my favorite hole on the course, a 400-yard par 4. I call it Bunkerville. You've got bunkers everywhere, reasonably flat green, but a lot of undulations there. This hole just plays perfectly with my gapper off the tee. It's always my go-to. Second shot in here, nice wedge right to the right hand side of the green there, about pin high. And birdie putt.
Come on, baby. I got it. At least I didn't leave myself 1.5 there.
Number 4 here at Tower Ranch is a 535-yard par 5. It is reachable for longer hitters. Watch out for that middle bunker, because that's a nasty one to be in, and there's no chance of going for the green in 2. Starting off with just a nice easy cut driver down the middle, didn't go all that far, so opted to lay up into a perfect yardage for an approach shot. Brought the wedge out and knocked this one right at the flag, but spun back about 20 feet. So we've got a look at bird yet again. And really happy with that roll, just past the hole. So a tap in par, staying at 1 over onto hole number 5. Short par 3, lots of nasty bunkers, and just a tough green to hit, even though we've got elevated tee boxes here. Beautiful view as per usual here at Tower Ranch. Leaked this shot out to the left. Thankfully, there's a big bank there. It kicked down. I was happy with it, and then
Come on. Oh, really? It's like 8 inches. No way.
Almost a hole in one. Had this look for a tap-in bird, and I almost missed it again. So getting a little too casual with those tap-ins. Gonna have to tighten that up for the rest of the round if I'm gonna break 80. So coming off a birdie there on hole 5. If you've made it this far, please hit that subscribe button. We are even par through the first 5 holes. Heading on to the #1 cap, 6th hole at Tower Ranch. A beast of a par 4, almost 500 yards, super narrow, it is such a difficult golf hole. This tee shot is so intimidating for me. You kind of have to hit a draw. I tried that, ended up just pulling it, barely made it out of the fescue, just short of those left bunkers.
Oh, I got a long ways to go. Should hit gapper.
Bring the gapper out, scald this.
No, it's gonna roll.
Thankfully, we're playing in some dry conditions and it rolled forever. And then brought the wedge out. This shot looked very good. Sent it to the back of the green, was hoping it would spin back.
What?
Unfortunately, it did not, so we've got a very long look at par. And it would drop, thankfully, because otherwise that was going off the green. Hit that with a lot of mustard, but an all-world par on hole number 6 to remain at even par, heading into the par 3 7th hole, 208 yards from the tips, 13 cap. A fun green to hit into, especially with the shape of the hole and that backstop there. I actually hit the shot I wanted, but I just yanked it a little bit left, so it didn't have the starting line. And we are in the drink. Up to the drop zone we go. 1-stroke penalty.
Man, that's such bad golf.
A difficult bogey putt coming up. So close, thought I had the bogey, but we're walking away with a double on 7, 2 over par. Holes 6, 7, 8, 9 is without a doubt the hardest stretch of holes on this golf course. Hole 8, up the hill, bunkers down the left.
Yeah, another nut job.
Hit a very good drive on this hole. Second shot, just scald it over the back of the green, which is exactly what you do not want to do on this hole. Keep it below the hole at Tower Ranch. That is the #1 rule when playing here.
That's gonna be a tough chip. Sit. You're kidding me. Look at that. We're up there. That's why you don't leave it above the hole like I just did.
That just shows how steep these greens are. The camera does not do it justice. Bringing this shot back up the hill. And we are unfortunately back-to-back double bogeys here. The round is falling apart, you guys, but can I pull it together for the back 9? At minimum, let's just get through this first 9 with a 40 and give ourselves a chance at breaking 80 still. 9th hole, even more difficult than the last hole. 3 cap on the course for good reason. Hit another good drive here. And this approach shot was on point. Huge momentum shift, exactly what I needed. We've got a great look at bird to finish up the front 9 here. Just didn't quite give that enough confidence, but hey, hole 9 at Tower Ranch, I'm taking a par 100% of the time. Number 10, a beautiful golf hole here, starting to head into the trees. 420 yard par 4, 6 cap, another challenging golf hole. Pulled the driver out, probably wasn't the smartest move.
Oh, I shouldn't have pulled that out.
Yanked that one into the water. In my frustration, I pulled another driver out, which is basically costing me another stroke here, but we're gonna play that. I should have just gone up, carted to where it entered, and dropped the ball. But with that being said, I hit driver off the tee, so we're playing 3 off the tee, walking away with a double bogey. So 3 doubles in the last 4 holes. Got to turn it on, starting on hole 11 here. An easy par 4, green slopes from left to right and back to front. Long hitters can go for it, but it's just not worth it. It puts me into an awkward yardage here. So gapper's coming out, nice cut down to the right side of the fairway. Play that slope with this approach shot, and we've got ourselves another good look at bird. Up the hill, played it left to right, putt went directly straight. Should have known better than that. Moving on to the 12th. Typically we're playing at 200 yards from the back tees, but a little bit of a generous day today. They were doing some renovations on the tee boxes, so we're playing front.
Oh, that's so good.
Hit a good shot here, just had some cut spin on it, so went down to the right hand side of the green. lengthy look at bird, would knock that up there, decent leg putt, so I will walk away with a happy par on this hole number 12. Moving on to the par 4 13th, another very difficult hole, 400 yards, dog leg right to left, bunkers all down the left hand side. If you hit this one through the fairway onto the right hand side slope, you've got a very difficult shot. Hit another really good drive here actually, just through the fairway into the rough, but I had a nice fluffy lie, pulling out the pitching wedge here.
Sit down.
Landed this right side of the green, significant slope, brought it down to the hole.
So good.
And then aimed that putt about 1 foot outside the hole for a 5-footer. That thing had some serious break on it. Number 14, par 3, 245 yards from the back tees, but you've got a pretty dramatic elevation change, so I'm hitting about a 200 shot here with the 6-iron. Nestled that one just into the right hand corner fringe and bringing the putter out. Look at that view, you guys, just soak that in. This course, endless views. Nice leg putt yet again, walking away with a tap in par. Onto hole 15, easiest hole on the course, so they say. A bit of an interesting one. You've got a blind second and third shot here because the green is so much lower than the fairway, but that does make it a lot easier. It's fairly short, so if you hit a good tee shot, as intimidating as it is, you could have a pretty good look at eagle on this hole. Second shot here was one of my better shots of the day out of that thick stuff, a full-on baseball swing here, but hit a great shot, and then it just kind of caught that front left side of the green and rolled way down. So another very slanted green here. Didn't have nearly enough oomph on that putt, and lipped out for the par putt. So we're walking away with a par 5 bogey on the 18 handicap, which you hate to see, but this back nine is still going well, all things considered. Hole 16 here, just an absolute grip it and rip it tee shot. It's fairly open compared to a lot of the other holes on this course, and the elevated tee boxes are so much fun.
Nice ball. Good rip that. Okay, so phone just quit on me here, but hit a pitching wedge in. Right side, rolled back to the pin, looking about 20 feet, I'm guessing. Come on, stay up. Wow, that moves a ton.
Another look at bird. Hit what I thought was a really good putt here, and just didn't give it enough break. Everything slopes down to the lake in the valley. Number 17. Absolute beast of a par 5 here, 583 yards, couple blind shots. You don't really know where the green is as you're playing this hole because it's kind of S-shaped. I'm never ever gonna go for this green in 2 unless I get a lot more yardage with my driver. So with that being said, the gapper's coming out, just a safe play. Hit this down the left side, pulling out just an iron for an easy layup. Once again to the left side of the fairway, give a good angle of attack at the pin, and hit a really nice shot here just to the right side of the green, pin high. So fairly happy with those 3 shots to put us into a birdie spot here.
Turn, let's go! Yeah! What a birdie! Let's go!
And we would make the putt, taking in that view.
That pretty much seals the break, Andy. Let's go.
So happy to make that birdie putt and take the pressure off heading into the last hole of the day. Number 18, 446 yards, dog leg right. A lot of people will take out driver and try to cut the corner over that hill, and I myself have seen and lost a lot of balls trying to do that. So the gapper's coming out, keeping it safe down the left hand side. Really good 6-iron shot here. Just wasn't quite enough juice to get up to the green with that false front. And just a really aggressive chipping shot here. I wanted that in the middle of the green. Play it safe. Don't do anything stupid. Hopefully an easy 2 putt.
Right there.
And there you have it. I finally broke 80 at Tower Ranch. As much as this was not a great golf round, there was a lot of positives to take away. You know, you remove those 3 doubles in the middle of the round, and I'm at even par for the rest of this. So I was very happy with the play as a whole. A couple just brain farts and miss hits, but that's the nature of golf, and that's why we love this sport so much. As always, thanks for watching. Please hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.